Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about equipment for third specs because I've seen a lot of questions going around on people asking what happens to our equipment in third spec. So we open up our menu over here and you'll notice that for bracelets over here that you are able to switch bracelets now. So see over here to the newest bracelets, or the ones that we have on the NA server, and those are the Starbreaker bracelet and the Divinity bracelet. You'll notice that we can now switch freely between Starbreaker, Divinity, as well as the new bracelet. This new bracelet applies to the third spec. So for Blade Masters, we have a new spec. We have the Spirit Blade Master, and so it has its own bracelet. On the Chinese server, we're able to switch freely between each bracelet with a simple cost of 1 Nauru silver. I'm hoping that this will be implemented on the NA server when the third spec comes out, because this is just quality of life and makes our life so much easier. I'm just hoping that they do reduce the cost to just 1 Nauru silver like the Chinese server, especially when the third spec comes out, because I do not want to level up another bracelet. So there's that. Another common question that I got in is the soul and how many oils it'll cost in order to max out the soul to the new tier. So we'll go up to our highest tier at the moment, which is over here. It's our True Tiger and True Dragon. And in order to get to the newest soul, which is all the way up here, which are these, we can see that it will cost around 250 sacred oils. This is the Chinese equivalent to an oil, however it's more of a premium currency on the Chinese server. Everything is cash gated basically, so it does cost 250 of these, so I'm assuming that it will cost around 250 sacred oils in order to get to the next tier or the next soul. Other than that, there's not much else that has changed. Everything else for equipment is going to be more or less the same. We are getting our new bracelets when the summer kicks in with the new dungeon. So the new bracelets are going to look like this. Here's a picture. Voila, looks like this. And then as usual for Blade Masters, there are going to be 3 variants of the bracelet depending on what spec you play. I know a lot of people have questions about the weapons, so I'll show you a quick picture of the weapon. So this is the new Eternity Temple weapon. This is what it looks like for Blade Masters. This is what it looks like for KFMs. This is what it looks like for Force Masters. You got a white ribbon instead this time. This is what it looks like for Destroyers. This is what it looks like for Assassins. I like the little butterfly that flies around. Turns purple on one side and then turns red on the other side. Pretty cool. Here it is for Summoners. Not a big fan of the Summoner staff. It kind of looks boring to me. This one is for Blade Dancers. Looks exactly the same as Blade Masters. This is for Warlocks. Looks exactly the same as the Assassins. I don't know what the sheaths are going to look like. I don't even know if they're ever going to implement that. Unfortunately, we cannot see the sheaths. There's the Soul Fighters. Looks exactly the same as the KFMs. Here's the Gunners. Looks a little bit weird. Still better than the shrimp that we have for Grand Celestial, but still looks a bit odd. I don't really like how this looks, but whatever. This one's for Gunners. And finally, this is for Wardens. Warden's weapons always look pretty badass. And that covers all the class weapons. I'm not going to cover the stats because the Chinese server is very different from the NA server and the Korean server. We have like weapon gems that we actually put in our weapons, which give us different affixes, and the actual weapon here just gives us like mainly the raw stats, like the main AP stuff. Doesn't affect our weapon resets or anything, and the gems actually affect that. So I'm not going to be covering those because we're not going to be getting this system on the NA server. But basically that covers all the item changes. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer them. And yeah, if this video helped, I would appreciate a subscribe, as it really does help out my channel. And as always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.
What can I say except you